Hello, my name is Prince Manajemo. Um, on today's program, I'm going to be looking at what I title "Give, it shall be given back to you." My text is taken from the book of Luke chapter 6. Okay, let's look at it. Luke chapter 6, verse 38. We are all familiar with the scripture because it's being used to raise offering in church. Yeah, all of us we know the scripture. I know some of us might not know exactly where it is. It's in Luke, in the book of Luke, chapter 6, verse 38. Give, it will be given to you, good measure, pressed down, shaking together, running over, will be put into your lap. Give this into your bosom. Shall I give to your bosom? But with the measure you use, it will be measured back to you. Give, it shall be given back to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaking together, running over, that shall be put into your lap. Shall men bring unto you. Before I start, please, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so. I beg you, help us subscribe and help us share this video. If you are blessed by it, help us share this video so that all that also can be blessed by it. Okay, now let me go to my message. Okay, pressed down, shaking together, shall men bring to your bosom the same measure that you give to. This scripture is being used to collect offering in church. I don't have any problem with that. But this is what Christ was saying. The same measure that you throw yourself into your vision, that is the same measure that your vision is going to give back to you. The same measure you throw yourself into your talent, that is the same measure your talent is going to throw it back to you. You see, men bring it to your bosom because you have a value that you are giving out that men are ready and willing to pay for. Give. What are you giving? Value that people are willing, are ready to pay for. Give. What are you giving? Your talent, your gift. But before you start giving your gift out, you have to spend time to groom yourself. That is when you give yourself to the talent. I can't play keyboard because I have not given myself time to it. If I give myself the same measure of time I'm going to give to, if I want to start playing keyboard, the same measure of time I'm going to give to it, that is the measure of time is going to give back to me. There are people that play keyboard with their eyes closed. They can play, they can take any chord, they have given so much time. There are people that practice keyboard for 6 hours or 8 hours daily. They're on keyboard. You wonder what are they doing? That's why if they stay on the keyboard, they can do wonders. Why? They have given themselves to it. Have you seen a footballer that is so exceptional? Go and check how many hours he practices a day. He has thrown himself out to his talent. He has given himself out to his talent. So his talent is giving back to his good measure, praise God, take it together. Men are paying him for what he used time. He uses his own time to harness his potentials. Now his potentials are attracting men. Men are asking him to come up. They want to buy what he has harnessed in the closet. Until you throw yourself at something, don't expect good measure, press down, shaking together. I've been studying some the most wealthiest men in the world. They have commodities they are selling that you patronize them for. They don't even know you. They don't even need to know you. I'm using a system right now. I bought this system. I know how much I use to buy this system. The man don't need to know me. I needed it. The man have it. I buy and I brought to his bosom good measure, shaking together, running over. The man is worthy. The software I'm using right now, somebody's talent. I'm using it Because I bought the software, okay? I bought the software and I install it, and the man is worthy, running over. So what are people ready to exchange their money for you, for your bosom to be running over? If you don't have this, if you like, you pray and cast. If you bite and shoot, if you give all you have, men are not going to recognize you because money exchange hands for value. When you say somebody is in business, what is business? Only exchanging money for the services you have rendered to me. If I start giving you money, I have made you a beggar because you have to keep depending on me for me to give you money. You have no pride. I can give you whatever I want to give you. I don't want to give you. There's nothing you can do to me. But when you have a value that I have to pay for, if I need a service of a lawyer, I have to go and meet lawyer. He don't need to pay me. He don't need to beg me to come and meet him. He has his value. I need his value. I need his services. I have to pay him. If I am sick, I have to go and meet a doctor. Doctor, he doesn't need to beg me to come. It's me that needs his services. I have to go and meet him. Go to his hospital, sit down under him, and explain to him like a child. I have to obey him. I have to respect him. Because why? I need his services. And after all, I paid him. His bosom is running over. The world is controlled by value chain system. So what value are you bringing to your community? What value are you bringing into the system that men are willing and ready to pay for? Let's go back to the Bible again, where we read from. It's a gift. So what are you giving to your talent? What time are you allocating to your talent to harness your talent? What time are you allocating to it? Or you just believe that one day it will better, one day it will better, so that it's your own hope. What are you consistently giving your time to? I love to talk. I love speaking. I love training. Every now and then, I try to look for material that will give me new ideas, give me an edge. How can I watch people they talk. I watch their body language. I watch how they could stand for how many hours, even without looking at the paper. And most of them, I go to their background. I know, how did you prepare this message? How were you able to prepare? I was with one pastor. I watched him on television for over an hour plus. He was talking. I was so fascinated. When I went to his office, I said, "Sir, how are you able to deliver such message?" He said, "I have a broader perspective about the message I preach. I have a very broad perspective. So I don't have a narrow perspective so that I won't get stuck when I get to a certain point." I said, "Is that?" He said, "Yes." So when I came home, if I want to prepare any message, I have to think about how I could sit down on my bed, I could sit down, besides writing on paper, I could sit down, have a broader perspective of the issue. So that when I'm talking, I won't get stuck. The more I talk, the more new ideas flow. So until you give your time to something that you are harnessing in your life, don't expect men to bring to your body. It's a gift. So you must give your time to something. You must give your life to something. Your resources that come to you, how do you channel those resources? I always say nobody is poor. It depends on the little that comes to you. How do you use it? Where do you channel it into? If you cannot channel money into pleasure and you expect for you to be relevant on the face of the earth, it's not possible. The little money you are getting, how do you spend it? Do you invest the money? Do you spend it on pleasure? When little money enter your hand, what you want to do, what you think, the first thing you think about is how to pleasure your pleasure. It's a gift. It shall be given. It's an assurance. It shall be given to you. Not just the same measure you give, but good measure different, pressed it together. So you have to ask yourself, what are you giving? What are you giving yourself to for you to have a value chain system that people are willing and ready to pay for? Until you have that, until we Christians begin to understand this scripture in a proper perspective, we are going to think that by the time I give this one to God, God is going to bring 20 to me. That is a good measure, praise together. God has given you talent. Don't forget the parable of the man who was going to a far country. Jesus made a parable. He said he gave one 5, he gave one 2, he gave one 1, and the one that had 1 could not give his hand to it because of fear. Now, let me talk a bit about fear. You see, fear makes you think that what you have is not good enough. Fear makes you think, oh, if I should do this, people are going to laugh at me. So I don't want to be laughed at. Then you stay in your corner. Fear is going to remind you of your inadequacy. Fear is going to remind you of people whom you think or whom you perceive that doesn't like you. And how they're going to, fear is going to remind you that you're going to make a fool of yourself if you should be doing. So the man, because of fear, he went and hid his talent. He never gave himself to it. He never gave his heart to it. He hid it. So when the master comes, I can just remove the 1 talent and give it to the master without multiplication. So when the master came, the master was mad. So I'm asking you the same question. What are you giving yourself to? Sit down. Evaluate yourself properly and ask yourself, what actually have I given myself to? Is it because you want to be, in which area have you want to be a champion, that you have given your all and all to it? You will discover you have not had any. So, like I said, my name is Alex. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And for more videos, please, there is a bell. Just click on the bell. When there's any new video, you are going to be alerted. So thank you and God bless you.